What began 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Returner looking to create better field position. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
And the back now goes in motion. Breaks free. A sophomore with a strong tackle there. And the Buffaloes come to the line in a hurry-up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And now a third down of the opening drive of this championship game. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Snags it with throw. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of their own end zone. He's going to hand this off. That one moves the ball to the 16.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Design quarterback run. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it in double coverage.
Back in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Direct snap to the back. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
QB keeper all the way. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now big decision coming up here on fourth.
After that incompletion, the offense will get set to punt. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. To throw, it's Smith. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Grab behind the line. It's Duke. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And it's fielded at the 40. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the Cougars' offense heads back out onto the field now. Some positive signs in that last drive, but it stalled. They had to settle for a punt. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job of this offense picking up some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quick completion to the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
He'll hand it off. He gets loose. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Kirk, Houston has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Scanning the field, it's Smith. The pocket breaking down. That ball snagged for a completion. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Will not be brought down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Handing off on the draw play. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield selling the pass to open that play up? But, man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. A short completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass caught, second down now. To the air, it's Smith. It's a quick grab. And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22. And the Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. He's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. Dropping back, it's Smith. The receiver grabs it and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Inside the 35. What a catch and run by the junior. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, the pass pass gets home. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Gets the first and still running. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Houston.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They score with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Big 12 Championship. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and what could be a finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
The Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Send the back in motion. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
What a play by this defense. It strung the quarterback out on the pitch, did a nice job of being able to have assignment football. Everybody has a man. Nothing the offense could do there. That's just great defense.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's got room to run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
He keeps it on the design run. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Back to throw. It's Smith. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but it gives him a chance.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Makes a quick catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab by the receiver. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Hardy. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Houston has moved into the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they jump back in front.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. And the Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. 3rd down play for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Smith. It's caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Running back with the football. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Well, Kirk Houston has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They open the 4th by going to the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Important 2nd down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here would be from 60. To throw, it's Smith. Screen to the receiver in the flat. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
And he's got it. 57 yards out and never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Picks up some blocks. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
himself. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Bringing it out, it's Brown. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. Now, continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Smith. That's caught. It's Ferguson. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option, and the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. We make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They're going to run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking downfield. It's Smith. Touchdown, Buffs. They finish off the scoring drive. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. First down. We're going to throw the football. Caught. Completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. A direct snap. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The offense with one last chance to win it here, or we're going to overtime. Looks like Houston will have the 1st down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for 1st downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
1st down here for this offense. And the back gets the football. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the Salt are able to bring him down quickly. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that puts them back on top. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.